Chaya, the Melanin Maven, and I am here to once again break in. Break it down, baby. All right, microphone check. 1, 2. What is this? The 5'4" assassin with the roughneck business. Yes, party people, I'm in the place to be. It's once again that time that I needed to express myself in the way that only I can. Yes, honeys, I am here. And one of the main reasons why I felt the need to do an impromptu episode of Break It Down is because this year, 2022, I must say is on crack, and I'm not talking about, just the regular crack. I'm talking about the Reagan era, Nino Brown, CMB, we all we got, Carter, if I'm dreaming type crack, you know what I'm saying? New Jack City type crack, you know what I mean? Because from this year alone, the start of this year, we have had so much loss, We've had loss, we've had turmoil, we had strife, not only within the Black community, but within the globe, okay? We've had the ongoing Afghan war, the issues over in Cameroon, and we had the Cameroon refugees trying to get asylum, and now Putin is Putining. And on top of that, we had the whole situation with Ryan Coogler, our brother Ryan. We had the Academy Awards. We had Kanye, Kim, Pete Davidson. We had Deshaun Watson. We had the situation with NFL. Like, we've had so many issues, right? We had Chris Brown. Heifers want to allegedly charge him with rape. He had to do the Uno. He was just like, draw 4, draw 2, skip, wow, draw 4, draw 2, skip, wow, Uno, on the heifer. And it was just like, oops, I was lying. So after all of that, I just felt the need to kind of bring everybody together and just bring it in and just give one big hug. Come on, bring it in. We need a hug, It's been real. You have the 14-year-old that got killed on the ride in Orlando. My God. You have the 2 youngsters over in Missouri and St. Louis that literally shot themselves on IG Live. I mean, it is real out here. You had KBJ, Ketanji Brown Jackson going through the muck and the mire because of mofos on the right. Like, I don't know who came up with this right left. On the left, start it. On the right, start it. On the left, I suggest on the left, start it. If y'all don't know that song, I don't know what to tell you. But it has been a lot. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. And after this past weekend with Chris and Will and just everything, I had to do a lot of reflection, and I was just like, yo, it's real out here in these streets. Like, Doja Cat came out saying she don't know if she want to even do music no more. And I don't know much about Doja Cat. I don't know much about Doja Cat. You know what I'm saying? She seemed all right with me. Her music seemed real, All right, Doja, I hear you. I pat my feet to Doja, I don't see nothing wrong with Doja. I pat my feet to Doja. Wendy Williams, obviously, they officially ended her show, and Sherry Shepherd got in on the act, and Tracy Braxton. We lost Tracy Braxton just recently. It's been so much. And I just think we just need to pause. Just pause real quick. Just take a deep breath and regroup. You know what I mean? Regroup, because it's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. And I get it. I understand, because there was a time for about 2.8 seconds. I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I was like, don't quit. I'm not going to do it no more, because I was getting fed up. And it wasn't that I was getting fed up with life. I was getting fed up with what I call, and you're going to hear me saying this more now, because I was just like, a lot of the younger generation, even though y'all might like hip hop, y'all really don't know much about it, because they really don't say it like that. But I say it all the time. Like, this is my, that I have, even though I ain't coined the phrase, I've coined the phrase in 2022, 21, 20, and so forth and so on. I've been saying this for years. However, but I was tired of sucker MCs. And if you don't know what a sucker MC is, I'm going to show you a few pictures. And if you see someone and the image of the person kind of jars something in your head, then you got it. That is exactly what a sucker MC is. You sucker MC. Sucker MC. You sucker MC. Sucker MC. So we are now officially in the 4th month of the year 2022. Still got 6 more months to go. And it seems like the year has literally been on speed. Seems like the year has literally been popping Molly and sweating, because I'm trying to figure out where the time has gone, because I was just saying Happy New Year. Now, those of you that don't know, in January of this year, my siblings and I lost our father. We lost our dad. And I didn't really have that close of a relationship with my father growing up. In my adult years, I've tried to be a better daughter to him than he was able to be a father to me, because at the end of the day, I'm only accountable for what I do on this earth. You know what I mean? So, I went through emotions because of that, but it just showed me that I'm capable of more than what I think that I am. Like, I've always known that I was strong, because I've endured some things in my life. One day we'll sit with some scones and some tea and we'll talk about it. But for right now, I just want to encourage y'all. This is my encouragement post, because of the fact that I know that we as a society have been taking literally right. And that's no pun intended. And I shouldn't have said that because of what had just transpired on that Oscar stage. But you know that things are bad when the gentleman that we've seen all of these years named Will Smith. The Bad Boys 2, Bad Boys for Life, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know, the getting jiggy with it, the clean rapper, you know, just bounce with me, just spit, you know, that dude would literally walk on a stage at an auspicious event like the Oscars and slap somebody that looks like him for telling a joke. Whether the joke was a bad one, it just shows you where we're at as far as mentally as a people. We are going through it and we need to breathe. We need to disconnect and we need to breathe. Okay? It's real, and PTSD is real. Your mental health is real, and we need to take it seriously. I was texting with my siblings today, and I was, I've been, because I'm on so many different text strings, I forget who I'm texting. And then sometimes I think that I text somebody back, and then I realize, oh, shoot, I didn't text that person back. And then it's like, oops, I don't want to text you back now because it's like a day or two later. And I was like, oh, I thought I'd text you back, but I didn't. Now I look like I'm crazy because I ain't texting you. You know what I mean? Or we're so busy with life that we forget to live. I get it. And I know what you're going through. Honey boo boo child. But to all y'all sucker MCs that got something to say when somebody do something wrong, and y'all be ready to go up and down and speak out your mouth on somebody else's character or somebody else's actions, and you be ready to go off and crucify somebody because they made a mistake. You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. What I am going to say that neither one of us, none of us, have a heaven or hell to put NT1 in. So, my suggestion to you is to, as they say in France, zip the lip. Yes, my dear, it is to zip the lip. Snowfall is back on, and Abbott Elementary. So some of my go-tos to kind of help me with this lull and this drag is obviously prayer, and obviously listening to some great music. I love music. And me and my sisters were going back and forth. My blood sister and a sister from another mister. We're going back and forth the other day about that old school gospel, like that Kirk Franklin, Hosanna album, or The Rebirth, or Hero, or Losing My Religion, or that Fred Hammond Purpose by Design, or Pages of Life 1 and 2, the John P. Key Strength, what else? John P. Key, Never Shall Forget, or Jesus is Real album, the Hezekiah Walker Live in London, Live in Atlanta, The Family Affair. There are still some gospel albums that, regardless of how much time has passed, them joints still bang you in the head like that, right? And I was at my physical therapist's office, right? And I was supposed to be listening to him as he showed me what to do to help me with my fibromyalgia and my chronic back pain. And when he was, I was laying on the table and he was trying to massage out my back or whatever. And then my man Phil came on and I lost my mind. There are certain songs that are classic, and no matter when and where they come on, it's a wrap. You know, you ever been doing something and then like a car pass and you be like, I know you probably like, Kaya, what Phil album? No, what Phil you talking about? I'm talking about Phil Collins. Everybody knows me, that really knows me, that I am a Phil Collins lover. And let me tell you something, Lucy. Air tonight, in the air tonight, when those drums drop, because number one, Phil Collins, ain't too many drummers that can sing at the same time. Him and Anderson .Paak are like the only two I know. I don't know anybody else. I got to think. But Phil and Anderson are the only two I could think of that can rock it and sing at the same time. But when that drum, when the beat drop, the whip and the lash that happens in my neck, I think that's why I have to go to physical therapy right now. You know what I'm saying? Do you remember? I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time, the last time we ever met. Don't play. Don't play with me. So yeah, so certain songs, it just helps you zone out and to clear out all the noise. Clear out all the noise. And especially now, you got to clear out all the noise, honey child. So yeah, those albums that I just suggested, the Fez, the Kirk, the Fred, you know, and the Commission. I forgot about Commission. Like the early Commission albums, like every Commission album. Jeez. Like Commission alone is just like, how do you harmonize that way? How is it possible? And people don't even realize that Marvin Sapp and Fred Hammond are both from Commissioned. They don't even know gospel like that. They don't know gospel music like I know gospel music. Get out of here if you don't know gospel music. You know what I mean? You know. But anyway, you get you a good Walter Hawkins or with Tremaine Hawkins, and you know what song I'm talking about. A change. A change. Ha ha! Sometimes you gotta zone out. And you know what? If you believe in God, and even if you don't believe in God, gospel music will get you through. Let me tell you something. You better know it. Act like you know. Oh, yeah. Act like you know. James Hall, early James Hall, that God is in Control album. Your song. Ha ha. You got to look to the hills while you lift your hand. Lift your hand and tell God, thank you. My God. But anyway, there's a lot that has happened. But, you know, I just think that if we all band together like we need to, we got to stick together. And this is not the time for us to be parting ways and being separate and slapping niggas in the face. This is not the time for that. We got to stick together because they're going to try everything they possibly can to separate us. And they have tried everything that they possibly can to separate us. And they bank on the fact that we're going to be separated. But I'm going to tell you, like Paul said in Romans, don't you get me started. You see I'm pushing my chair back. Don't I will run. I will run. He said, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God. Don't you play with me. He said, nothing shall be able to separate us. If you want to go even further, Diana said, ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river. I wish I had my tambourine, because I will beat it. Ain't river wide enough to keep me from you. So I'm going to end this, break it down, by saying I love y'all. Even if I don't know you, I love you because of the fact that you took the time and spent it with me. And also that you shared the video. But you know what? If you are a child of God, you're a child of the King. That means that you are my sister and you are my brother. And that means you are part of my family. So welcome to the family. And we will continue to always, every day, break it up a seed down. Love you guys. Mwah. Did you know that you could take us on the go with you? We're not just called the Melanin Movement for no reason. It's because you can move with us. We are now available on podcasts. That's right, the Melanin Movement is available on your podcast platforms. So check us out today.